Are you interested in a Warner Brothers crossover fighting game, Adam?
Wait, Warner Brothers?
All Warner Brothers material smashed together into a fighting game.
So, wait a second, does that include Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century?
Possibly.
Because that was on WB11.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
That show and Mummies Alive, I'm in. I'm so in.
So there was a leaked screenshot of what very well could be exactly that. We already know that they did like a Smash Nickelodeon style thing. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing maybe this is like their response to that. I don't know.
It feels like some like ancient horror awakened from like a crypt. Because like when Melee was super successful, everyone did this and they all failed, and now they're like been in like a supervillain lair. Like one day we'll wait until the Smash Ultimate has been out for like 12 years and no one cares, and then we'll really get the market.
This is a fighting game.
Okay.
And, you know, we've seen other Warner Brothers fighting games, so I guess we know a little bit of what to expect. But let's look at the leaked screenshot, huh? Look at the good character roster, Adam. Do you want to play as Shaggy?
Is that motherfucking Gandalf?
Yes, it is. You want to play as Steven or this green antler guy?
The fact that transgender crystal guy is in the game, I don't even want that on my computer.
I don't even know what would Shaggy's move list even be.
Well,
he doesn't fight.
You know the meme about the Ultra Instinct like Shaggy thing? So that guy makes the most sense. Tom and Jerry, I think, would be incredibly cool if they were really creative with it. Like Jerry tries to like slam the mouse with a hammer.
Yeah, I could see like the Looney Tune like characters working in this.
Because that could be so cool.
Two Adventure Time characters.
Well, Adventure Time is so like people that like that show are so fanatical about it. But yeah, like if the cat was trying to slam the mouse with like a hammer, and then the mouse, so like when you attack, you like power attack, the mouse is like, you can't get me, and then he's holding the hammer, and then when you let go, the mouse runs away and you slam the person instead.
Right.
That could be neat, but I don't know about Bugs.
There are like also 4 DC characters in this, but it kind of makes me wonder, why would I play the DC superheroes if I can just like play Injustice or something?
Well, you wouldn't. It's if you can't play Injustice and you're a kid and your parents thought this would be less violent.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Wouldn't Wile E. Coyote, he's the same franchise. Wouldn't he be way better for this kind of game? Setting traps and
I totally see what you mean. Like I said, any of the Looney Tunes characters would work pretty well for a fighting game, I think, and they would be pretty funny to play as, I guess.
Who in the fuck is the guy in the top left?
I gotta figure this out.
Kind of like it doesn't say.
It doesn't say. That one is left out.
2 questions for you, chat. 1, who is the Muppet in the top left that could be a Kmart Pokemon? And question number 2, what the hell was that show on WB11 in the morning that had the lightning guy that came from the video game that was like really, really bad 3D animation? And it was like spliced with like live action?
Ace Lightning, all caps, Raiden.
Is that what it is?
Was it Ace Lightning?
Oh my god. I'm glad you said it in all caps too.
Yeah.
Because that's how excited
That's
I
how
am.
you know that it's an important comment, is if it's in all caps. Of
Holy
course.
shit.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it. This is why we have chat here.
Whoa, there's a game?
It's gotta be a game,
Can
of
you
course.
buy me Ace Lightning for the PlayStation 2?
Yes, my dear. I thought you'd never ask. How they gonna balance the game with Shaggy in it? You press one button when playing Shaggy and just auto win. Not good. Yeah. Well, anyway, so this screenshot got leaked. Evidently, apparently the tweet afterward was claimed by Warner Brothers, so it's probably real.
And Hungry Box is saying that is what we call a hard confirm. That's the best way to like announce your game, is to have it leak and then be like suppressing it, like, oh no, it's forbidden knowledge.
This isn't even like a new Warner Brothers thing to try to mash a bunch of properties together into something. You know, they try to do it with Space Jam and whatever the one before that was, Ready Player One. They try to mash all their properties in there.
I didn't watch the movie because the very first scene sucked. But
I didn't watch it either.
I looked at the first scene.
I just know that a lot of people were comparing Space Jam 2 with that movie because there were so many properties shoved in there.
Just read the book, guys. Ready Player One was pretty decent, but like the movie, instantaneously they just like
ruin it.
Yeah, everything's like weird. Like they made his like, I don't know. There's like a weird car chase. It's just completely different. There's no way that this is a unfinished screenshot. Like they intended to release this. There's no, you can't. I mean, like the last thing you'd ever do is make the thumbnails for the characters. Like for example, like Total War Warhammer, when the people get access to the early stuff, they go into the 3D modeler and take a screenshot of the person, and then
these look like concept art pieces. Maybe that's a new character specifically for this game.
I don't know.
That they thought, oh, we're gonna make a quirky animal.
It looks fuzzy, and I would buy a stuffed animal of it.
Oh, new character. That's what they say.
That's their theory. They don't know.
That's the last one that they listed, of course. I was expecting it to be up at the top.
He's probably a hidden character from Ace Lightning.
Yeah, that's what it is. If you have all these properties you can just shove into a game, is there really any need to make a new character to fight with?
Don't pay attention to current cartoons that much. That's a smart man.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you live through life.
This like bothers me that Gandalf is going to be in this like awful game.
Yeah, it's really out of... Why didn't they just do a Looney Tunes fighting game? I would be interested in what that would look like. But everything else, no.
To be honest, I've never watched Adventure Time, but I have definitely watched myself be incredibly annoyed by people who like Adventure Time.
Understandable.
So,
as with every fandom, whenever they like become, I don't want to say too big, but I'll say like too casual, it gets like really toxic really fast.
It's more just like anytime I mention something that's like related to fantasy, they say like, oh, that's from Adventure Time. You know, it's like, no, it's not from Adventure. Like hydras are not from Adventure Time.
Exactly. Yeah. What was that other story that you wrote? And she was like, it's just like Game of Thrones. It's like a ripoff.
I had a story with two knights dueling, and there was this guy that was like super convinced that it was like a copy of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you can't have knights in a thing. It's too much like Game of Thrones.
Actually, they should just make a Looney Tunes fighting game, but it would be less popular than sticking in all these like cash grab characters.
That's fair. I mean, you know, win some, lose some. This is why normies shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
It is true that when things go mainstream super fast, the fandoms turn evil. I guess it's because people who follow trends get into that thing. And people who follow trends are not typically like of good moral standing.
But that idea is why there's so many nerd metalheads, is because that's a very like mainstream metal is very like, you know?